Hi guys, welcome back. Today we're going to do the intro for my Project Pan 2020. I want to finish 20 products up by the end of 2020. In this project I have probably like 30 products. I will be using them all at the same time, but I may not be focusing on every single product at the same time. So, for example, I will have 3 different contour shades in here. I probably will use one and then go on to the next, and so on and so forth. Because if I use them all at once, I don't feel like I will show the progress that I want to, and I'd like to use one up and then get that out of the system and then use the next up. I don't use contour a whole ton, but I like to get a couple of those products out of my collection because they are getting older because I don't use them. So what we'll do is we'll start at the top of my list and start with the makeup items. I have them all sitting over here at the side. The first one is the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. I did put a line right here. This is where I'm at right now. I've had this for a year and it says 12 months, so I'd like to use it up by the end of next year. It is a little dark for me, but if I put it under my foundation, you can't even tell I'm wearing it today. It does give a nice little glow. I don't know if it does a whole ton because I do have highlighter on as well, but you can tell like down here and right here I do have a little bit of a glow as well. So that's where I'm starting. I would like to at least use up to underneath these words right here to get a little bit of progress. I don't think I'll use this full thing up this year, but at least, a quarter of it would be nice. So if I could get under the words, that would be great. And so it's nice because you can actually see through the package just by looking at it. Even with the lighting not on it, you can see through it. So it's easy to track even though the packaging looks dark. The next thing is the LA Color Stick. I have 2 of these. They're medium to contour. I have one that is pretty much full. This is what I measured at the bottom of the cap and I put it all the way up. And with it all the way, it's up there. However, the base did break off from the thing, so I'm not going to be taking it all the way up. So what I'll end up doing is once a month, I'll just take it out of it and just measure how long the stick is. Once it gets down to the point where I can't, like, use it while it's in there because it's moving around, I'll probably just declutter it. This one literally has like the smallest stub, so this is the one I'll be focusing on first. It literally probably has 10-15 uses left, and that's all I got. And this is where I marked it on the cap because it literally has like that much left. So those are the 2 contour sticks. They are the same color. I don't know why I have 2 of them open, but we'll get rid of one of them at least, hopefully. The other one is the contour stick in bronzer, and this I measured, and this one is like that, and I just measured it like this, so that's where we're starting, and we'll just work our way down the cap. This does have some shimmer to it. Ooh, the bottom fell off. And this is also an LA Girl color, or LA colors as well. I don't have a ton of LA colors in here. I kind of want to work through what I do have because of the quality. I'm not the biggest fan. Contour sticks aren't too bad, but like I don't like their eyeshadows and lip products, so there's very few things I like from the brand. I'd like to get them out of my collection. The next thing we're going to do is primers. I have 3 travel and 1 full size. Let's start with a full size. This is the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Primer Base. And right now I am right here on this. I've had this a while. It says 12 months and I'm sure I've had it over 12 months. But I'd like to just try to use it up if it hasn't gone bad yet. I haven't tried it lately, so we'll have to see. It is 1 fluid ounce and I'd say I have about a quarter of that left. So I think I can use it up hopefully in the next couple months. The next one I have is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty, and this is actually pretty much a brand new sample size. It's right there. I probably used it maybe 3-4 times before this. I'd like to use this up. I'm trying to use up all of my samples out of my collection because I have 11 primers and half of those are samples. I have used up 3 samples in my previous project pan, almost 4. I probably have 1 or 2 more uses in my 2019, which I still have 4 weeks left because it is December 1st today. I probably have like maybe 2 more uses out of this, and this will be out. And that is another sample. I chose to use up the gel-like ones first. This is also like a, I don't know, it says priming water, but it feels jelly to me. It's not a cream, and this is all I have left on the Touch and Soul. No problem. It's alright. It's not my favorite. I prefer cream. Just because I like the texture better. But this doesn't have a whole ton left, so hopefully I can use it. It says it's 6 milliliters, and I'm sure I've used maybe 1 or 2 milliliters, so hopefully I can get that done. And the last primer I have that I want to use up this year is the Base Hydrate First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hyaluronic Hydrating Primer. This is safe for sensitive skin. I am about halfway up the tube. I've only used this maybe 4 or 5 times as well. So I would like to get this out of the system as well. I love First Aid Beauty. So I'm not sure how I feel about this primer because I only have used it a couple times. But I also have a foil sample that I used up. I've maybe got 1 use out of this foil sample. So I'll use this one up, and then I'll use this one because they are the same thing. So that's that for primers. So hopefully I can finish those 4 up. The next thing I have is foundations. The first foundation I have is the LA Colors Truly Matte Long Wearing High Pigment Foundation. I'm not a fan of this. I'm wearing this today with the illuminator underneath. I'm right here, I believe. Based on where the window is, I might be a little bit lower, but that's where I estimate I'm at. It's right underneath the mat, which isn't a whole ton left. I probably have half of this left, and I don't know if I'm going to declutter this or if I'm going to continue using this. I'll use this for the next couple months and see how I feel about it. It is getting on the older size. It does say 18 months. I'm sure I've had this longer than 18 months. So I'm not sure how I feel about this. The next one is the L'Oreal Paris 24-Hour Infallible Total Coverage. I use this quite often. And this is where I marked it. However, I feel like I'm more down here. There's just quite an air bubble. I can't push it down. I do rather like this. It is a little dark right now. It's creamy natural, so once we get maybe April, June, and the sun starts warming up, I might get more use out of it, but I do like to use this on occasion, so we're going to try to get this out of the system. And then the last foundation is CoverGirl Clean in Creamy Natural 120, which is the same color as that one. And this one smells like acne medicine, so I'm not too fond of it per se. However, it is pretty full. It is literally like right here. I didn't even mark it because it's pretty much full. And this doesn't have a date on it, but I'm assuming it's 12 months to 18 months. I'm assuming most foundations are. And then, of course, I have quite a few other foundations I'll probably be using as well. Like the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. That's a little light, so the winter would be probably prime for me to use that because it is lighter. It's a matte foundation. I thought I'd give it a try. I have dry skin. I do not like matte foundations, but I was just curious. And then I also have a couple Maybelline and a couple Revlon. I'll probably be switching out in between. I don't know. I'll probably give those 3 like 3 months to see how I feel about them. If I don't like them, I'll probably declutter them or try to use up as much as I can in that first 3 months. Then we might add some of the other foundations in to try to get them open ones unopened. I really like the Revlon Candid. It's really lightweight. I actually have this in 150 and 120. So I have a summer shade and a winter shade. Not that I get really dark, as you can tell. 150 is like really light. but it's cream brulee, and 120 is, I haven't opened yet, but it is buff, so we'll have to see. I'm not going to open up the 120 until I have some of the other shades out of here, just because I don't need 10 foundations open. I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I have 10 open already, so I don't need any more. The next thing on here is concealers. I have 2 concealers that I want to primarily focus on. It's the Revlon Color Stay, and I'm right here on this, or so I think. That's as far as I can see down the window. I just look in there and kind of see where I'm at. I did enjoy this quite a bit in the beginning. I just haven't reached for it lately. And then I also have this Smashbox Studio Skin Concealer. I am pretty much down to the last quarter. I've had this for a minute as well. It says it's good for 6 months, so I really need to use this and get it out of the collection. I also have a couple concealers from my Project 19 pan. So what I'm going to probably do is finish up this one. I am still working on this one. I got a couple uses left. I just did a November update, so this one should be gone by the end of 19, but I still will have the NYX Got You Covered Total Concealer. I'm going to try to work through that in this pan, as well as the Tarte Shape Tape, which is pretty down there. I probably have half a dozen uses in that left. And then, of course, the NYC Cover Stick. I think if I'm not done with this within the next 6 months, I'm just going to declutter it. So, it's that old. But I feel I've gotten a fair amount of use out of it, so I'm not too terrible, and it's only a couple dollars, so I'm not terribly disappointed about if I have to declutter that or not. But primarily, I will be focusing on this one this year to get it out. It's a little lighter coverage than I prefer, so I may mix it with another one that has fuller coverage and see how that goes. I have like a really weird medium. Like this one is way too full coverage, and it's what I'm wearing today. It's too thick for me. And this one is just too runny for me, so I need a medium, you know? But yeah, we're going to try to get through that. And the last thing I have for makeup is a lip gloss. This is by Trust Fund Beauty. You can see down here that I have a window, so I'm pretty much probably right around this mark. I'm going to try to use everything up on the sides. I am wearing it today over a chapstick. It's not sticky, it's just gloss. It's called Lipgasm, and it's in the shade Method to the Madness. I've had this for a while. I don't want the formula to change. This is only a 4 milliliter, so it's a travel size. I use glosses quite often, but I would like to get this out of my collection, as I do have probably 70 plus lipsticks. One less would be great. I'm gonna probably get a few lip glosses out of here this year, so once this one is gone, I'll probably put another one in just to try to get some use out of it. I do not pan lipsticks or liquid lips. However, I did set a goal for 2020 to finish a lipstick, so hopefully I can finish one. I have a couple that are getting quite low, so I'll probably work on those just to get those out. But the lip glosses, they go pretty quickly. I can reapply them. I put them in my pockets at work, especially this one because it's pocket size, like tiny. So I'll probably get rid of this hopefully by May. Give it 5 months. I don't think it'll be that long, but we'll see. That is the last makeup item. I do have some other items in here as well. I decided to use some face stuff up this year and some perfumes and stuff. So I do have my NYX makeup remover, which I did not grab, but there's only this much left in the whole bottle. So I plan on finishing that up this year. I have some face cleansers. There's the Dermalogical face cleanser. This one is the one I keep in my shower. It's just a little sample size I got as a free item. And it looks like there's just about maybe above the E left. So this little 30 milliliter where it says that, I think that's how much is left. So hopefully by the end of January I'll have that done. The e.l.f. Daily Cleanser. which is pretty much right there. It's nice that e.l.f. puts these see-through packaging, and this one is the one that I sit next to my sink. So I use this in the shower to wash my face and this in the sink depending on wherever I'm at. That's why I'm trying to get rid of them, because I have 3 open. And then the last one is the Burt's Bees Deep Cleansing Cream. I've used this a couple times. I got this last year for Christmas. And I don't know how I feel about it. It's really strong. It's supposed to be only open for 12 months, and it's getting close to that mark. It's pretty full. I can't tell. Well, I guess I can. So we're like right here on the bottle where that sunflower is, like right there. I would like to at least use half of this up before the end of January. But I'm primarily going to be focusing on these 2 to get these 2 out of my collection. Samples I don't need a whole ton of, so I'd like to get those out. I have 3 perfumes I want to work on. One is the Hawaiian Ginger Fragrance Body Mist by Calgon. This is pretty low. It is the sample size. What I'm planning on doing is using this up and then moving one of my other perfumes that I'm going to be working on over into this, because the pump on my other one is broke. It doesn't spray at all. And that one is Black Amethyst. It doesn't say who it's by. It's just a fragrance mist. But I'm down to here, so I'm hoping once I finish this one off, this should fit all in this bottle. Hopefully. But as you can tell, the pumper is broken. It does come unscrewed, so I can just, you know, like, unscrew it. See, like, it's broke. Unscrew it and then put it in the other bottle and hopefully use it up. It's getting floaties in it, so I don't know how long that's going to last, but we'll see. And then the last one is the Victoria's Secret Bombshell. I've had this for 3 or 4 years. I bought one when I went to Chicago and I used it up, and then I bought another one just a couple years after that, and that was, my son was in 8th grade. And now he's 20, so that's 6 years ago. So I'd say this is 3 to 4 years old. I really like this scent, but it is just a mini, and I'd like to get it out of the collection. I will probably see, yeah, this one's not one that you can take apart. So I won't be able to reuse the bottle, which sucks because I hate perfumes like this. I like to reuse bottles like this. So I like the Calgon one because you can unscrew it and use it again. And it can go in your purse and you use it. So those are the 3 perfumes I'd like to use up. They're all pretty much empty, but I'd like to finish them up. I do have a body mist that I use on a daily basis as well. That's about half gone, so I will be substituting these in. That one's newer, so we'll get rid of these and get them out of the collection. I'm not too concerned with like the perfumes being older, because you do just spray them on your clothes and it's not like they're going to be touching your skin. Because I just mist over my clothes for work. I do work in fast food. I don't want my clothes to smell like burgers. But it does happen, so I wear mist over it. It's not so bad. Especially compared to some of the other places I've worked. Where I work currently, it doesn't hardly smell at all. So, but you do get that grease smell every now and then. Face masks. I have quite a few. I have the BRTC Pore Tightening Sleeping Mask. I finished up the system one to this. I don't remember what it was. It was the orange one. It smelled like oranges. I haven't tried this. I got this in my Ipsy bag about 6 months ago. That's how long it took me to get through the other one. I did not use it consistently. I just finished up my Nourishing Night Cream from e.l.f. So I will be using this in its place as a night mask for now. I believe this one you wash off in the morning, which I don't like the wash off in the mornings one. But we'll get through this. It's just a little one, but it lasts me forever. Then I like to use the Formula 1006, the pink one, which is the Pores Be Pure Skin Clarifying Mud Mask. Strawberry and yarrow skin relieving mask with berry boosting, goes straight to work to unclog pores. This is 1 fluid ounce. I've had this. I got this in my Ipsy bag well over a year ago, and it says 12 months on it. I'm assuming, well, actually I can probably see through it. I'm right to like this mark. So I'd like to have this gone by like February or March. I think I can use it up by then. The only reason I haven't used it, and I really like it, is because you have to use it on clean, dry skin, and then you have to wait 10 to 15 minutes. So I have to wash my face, dry my face, then put this on, then wash my face, and dry my face again. So it's a little overwhelming. I also have the Formula 1006 Seaside Glow Skin Hydrating Peel Mask. I'm not a big fan of peel mask. I got this in a kit I got not too long ago that came with a moisturizer, which is this one right here, and some other things. I haven't opened this because I have the full size open, so this will be open next. I enjoy this, so it's not too bad. But like I said, this is peel mask. I'm not a big fan of peel masks, so I will try to use this. I think I've only used it once or twice, so we'll try to get some of it out. This one you can't see through to actually tell. The other one you can. Then I have the Hey Honey. Sorry, my husband came in, so I had to pause it. The next face mask I have is the Hey Honey Sweet Treat Wild Berry and Honey Yogurt Recovery Mask. Restores the appearance of dull skin impacted by environmental factors. This is only 15 milliliter. I got this in my glam bag, I'd say within the last year. I have that much left. I really do enjoy this mask. It's a 15-minute mask, so it's cruelty-free, SLS-free, paraben-free, and it says it's good for 9 months. So I need to get this used up. The only reason I haven't used it is because I've been working 50 plus hours a week, and I just want to go home and go to sleep. So I need to start masking at least once a week. And I think between these two, I can have these used up by the end of February, and these two probably will be the two I'll focus on first. One's a pore cleaning one, and the other one's a recovery mask, so they'll work good together. I don't generally get acne breakouts. If I do, they're right here or right here by my mouth. Generally, it's because I'm eating something I shouldn't, and that's where I break out, but we shall see. And then the last mask I have is the Wander Beauty Lift Off Purifying and Brightening Peel Off Mask. I do not have very much of this either. I'm like right there. Like I said, I don't like peel off masks. However, I did enjoy this one. This one came off in one piece. It's the first thing I've ever tried by Wander Beauty, and it's not bad. It comes out purple. You can kind of see the purple on the package, and it's like a purple magenta color. It's pretty neat. So I will try to use that up as well. Those three are all samples, and I will try to get those done, and then I will probably work on the other two after that. Those are all the items that I have put in my 2020. I still have a few items that I am finishing from my 2019, like I was telling you about the concealers. The only other thing that I haven't finished from my 2019 list is a couple highlighters, which I don't plan on putting in here. I do want to use this up. This is one of them, but I think I'm going to use it up as an eyeshadow and not a highlighter. I am wearing it today. It's a very pretty color. However, the packaging is just, and eyeshadow brushes fit in there better than highlighter brushes, so that's why I'm using that up. And then I decided that this Ulta stick, which is the eyeliner item, is just impractical for me to try to pan right now. I don't use liquid sticks very often, however, I will use it on a daily, well, not a daily basis, but probably once a week, or try to get some use out of it as just a personal goal of mine, not as a project goal. I enjoy my highlighters. I like to switch them up, so I decided not to put any in the project pan this year. However, that being said, I did project pan a bronzer last year, and I did finish it, so I'm super excited. I did make some 2020 makeup goals, so I'm going to go through those. If you want to stay tuned, just stay tuned. If not, you can click out, whatever. But my makeup goal is to finish off one highlighter for the year. It doesn't matter which one. I just want to finish one. I did that last year as well. To finish off one lip gloss, one lipstick, and one liquid lip. That's 3 out of my collection out of 70 plus. So I feel that's reasonable. To finish off one primer, one foundation, one or more primers, So I actually plan on finishing 3 travel size primers, which is about the same size as full size, I would think. So that would be 1 primer and then 1 eyeliner. I have a couple that are smaller, so I like to finish off some of the smaller ones that are older and get that out of my collection. I did not put them in the project pan, however, because I do like to switch up my eyeliner as well. So these are the eyeliners that are in my project pan. I have one that literally has just a little bit. That's the Tarte Sex Kitten. So I'll probably work on that one. And then these 2 are crayon ones from the bottom of the paper up that I have left, which isn't a whole ton. One of them is Ciate London Wonder Wand Gel Liner. Comes with a brush on the other end. And then the Lord & Berry Travel Eyeliner in black, which is what I'm wearing today. So that's not going to be something that I'm actually project panning, but some of the goals I would like to set for myself for 2020. If you guys have goals for makeup or any goals in general, I would love to hear them. I'm very goal oriented. We focus on goals at work quite a bit, and I think goals are very important in life. Part of my life goal was to graduate college. I did. I got my associates in business management, and I will go back once my kids graduate high school and probably finish my bachelor's degree, if not my master's. It just depends on what I decide to do, but I do want to get my bachelor's. I have about a year left. But I would love to hear some of your guys' goals, what you want to do in life, even if they're just little daily goals or whatnot. So leave a comment down below, like it, and subscribe, and I will see you guys all later. Bye, guys!